Hi, I hope everybody's having a great evening. And for those of you who know me, you're probably laughing because this is normally the time that I am getting into bed. I'm typically asleep before my kids and up in the morning before anyone is awake. So it's unusual for me to be up at this hour and still dressed, not in my pajamas, reading or listening to a podcast. But I was just about to get ready for bed and I realized that it's the last day of November. Tomorrow is December 1st. It's the last month of 2016. And I started thinking about some of my goals that I have had this year, as well as some goals that I am working towards in the coming year. And actually, this is something that my leadership coach had me start doing several years ago, is that she had me sit down and write a list of 10 accomplishments that I had personally achieved in the year. And that, the first time I did it, it was actually very challenging for me. I probably came up with one or two things, and I spent a good 3 to 4 weeks working on developing this list of accomplishments. So once I was able to come up with that, she then had me work on a list of 20 things I was going to accomplish in the upcoming year. And that was even harder because I knew once I put pen to paper and I wrote down the things that I was going to achieve, that I was actually going to achieve them. And that was a little bit scary for me. After that first year of going through this exercise, it has now become very much a habit for me. So that's something I've been working on now as we're approaching the end of 2016, is working on my list of accomplishments as well as my list of things that I will accomplish in the coming year ahead. And that really brought me to something I like to talk about at the end of each year, which is how much I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. I know it's a huge thing for people, and all over the world we like to talk about our health goals and our fitness goals and what we're going to do in the new year to make a change. And I'm someone who truly does not believe in New Year's resolutions for myself, because I know if I'm going to make a change, I don't need a new year. I don't need a Monday or a new week. All I need is a new day and a new goal. And I set new goals for myself in my business life and my personal life on a pretty regular basis. I try not to overwhelm myself with too many goals, so that's something to keep in mind, that it's got to be something that is attainable. And that's why I always love going back to this process of SMART goal setting. So if you haven't done SMART goal setting before, we're just going to briefly touch on it, and I can include a few links below if you guys have some questions. But SMART goal setting is something that was new to me a few years ago, and now I am able to incorporate SMART goal setting without even truly thinking about it. It's now become a natural process for me. So SMART stands for specific, M for measurable, A for achievable, R for relevant, and T for time bound. So you can apply this to your fitness goals. So as an example, if you want to train for a half marathon in the first few months of 2017, this is something that's specific. It's measurable because maybe you're going through a 12-week training for that half marathon. It's achievable if you have some sort of a base right now. If you're maybe at 3 or 4 miles by the end of this year, you can achieve that in 12 weeks, that training goal. It's relevant because it's realistic and results-based, so you have a clear goal in mind. And it's time-bound. You register for a race this month that is coming up at the end of Q1, so at the end of March, and you will be able to work towards that goal. So this doesn't only have to be applicable to fitness. It can certainly be applicable to business, so setting a goal about where you want to be in your business within 30 days or within 90 days. I love setting long-term goals, so a goal that's maybe 1, 2, 3 years out, and then backing it up from there. So looking at my long-term goal and saying, okay, what do I need to achieve in the next 12 months? What do I need to then achieve in the next 6 months? And what do I need to achieve 90 days from now? And then I break that down into 1 month goals and even weekly goals. So I'm crazy about goal setting. I love it. I have notes and dry erase boards all over my house, all over my office, and it's something that helps me to stay very focused. And I think the biggest thing when it comes to focus is also accountability. So make sure you have an accountability partner, whether it's a coach or a friend or a colleague that you speak to on at least a weekly basis to help you stay accountable towards your goals. So I vote to throw those New Year's resolutions in the trash can and instead focus on smart, realistic, and time-bound goals. So look forward to seeing you guys soon. And if you want to share your goals that you have for yourself in this last month of 2016, I would love to see them in the comments below. And we look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a great night.